Hey guys, I'm just going to do a video about my PS3 collection. I have accumulated a couple more games. I made a video about this on my other channel, and I made a couple subsequent videos about these, about the games. So anyways, before I get into this, there's some videos on my channel that are missing, and well, they've been flagged for some unknown reason, and it pisses me off a little bit that people would take it to that lengths, but I'm not going to get too much into that because, I have an anger problem as is, and we're going to go on with this, and I'll address that on another date. And anyways, on with the video. Okay, we got Assassin's Creed 3. I just picked this up today, actually. Wasn't a fan of the first two. I'm not a fan of really climbing up, traversing buildings and stuff of that nature. I wasn't really a fan of NZO either too much. But this has a Native American, I believe he's Native American, so don't really quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure, a Native American protagonist called Connor, and you play during the Revolutionary War. I'm a history buff, so I think I'm going to enjoy this one. I'm not going to pick each of them up. I'll just go down like this to make it a little bit easier, because I'm lazy. So, here we go. There's Batman Arkham City. Batman fan, you got to get that game. I'm not a comic book fan, but I love Batman. Awesome game. Great adaptation of Batman and everything that ties in with it. We got Battlefield 3, FPS, the basic shooter. But this game is really well done. The multiplayer is fantastic. Huge open world maps. And that thing, you got your planes, you got your jets, you got your classes, you got your guns, all that stuff. You got NHL 12, it's hockey. I'm thinking about giving this away, because if I put it on Kijiji or eBay, you can get $5 for it at most. But I've tried to do giveaways in the past, and one got lost in the mail, and the other one I put on for a giveaway, there wasn't really a great response, so I took it off. I'll get to that game that I put on there later. And there's Skyrim. That's one of my favorite games of this generation. Everyone knows what that is. It's an RPG. You can play it in third or first person perspective. There's Dark Souls. Souls is a third-person RPG. It's hard as a motherfucker, but it's worth getting if you have patience. And I have, sometimes I have patience. Okay, this is Dishonored. This is going to cause a lot of controversy, or a little bit of controversy, because I'm not how many people watch my videos? 4 people, maybe. But that's not here nor there. But anyways, this game I did not really like at all. The gameplay was boring. I think the environments were very bland and boring and generic. And the story did not interest me whatsoever. Perhaps it's just me and my style of game. But if this is your thing, hey, all the more power to you. Anyways, on to the next game. That's Borderlands 2. I know it doesn't show up really well on the video, but this is very comic booky. Has a sense of humor in this game is it's not underhanded. It's kind of crass and kind of wacky, I guess. I'm usually not one for humor in games, or I don't even like comedies. I don't watch anything with comedic value whatsoever. I think it's just, to me, it's a waste. You make your own humor. That's the way I look at it. But I do like that game. Borderlands, go get it. It's one of the best games I've played this gen. Max Payne 3, this has a very, very, very gritty game, violent, which I like. I got this about maybe a week ago. Not even that. It's pretty good. The only thing I don't like about the games, well, this is about all games in general. Not all games, but a lot of games in general. You have your action, then you go to a cutscene, you go action cutscene. The only thing I don't really like about some of the games in this gen, cinematic. WW 13, great game, a lot of creation modes, some technical issues, but it's a very good game. This is a game I tried to give away before, Final Fantasy 13 RPG. There wasn't a great response in regards to my giveaway, so I pulled it off, and it's still sitting here. I might do it again. I'm not sure, though. I'm just afraid of things getting lost in the mail. And because I had LA Noir, that Apple Smashers one, and that got lost in the mail, and I had to give him, I gave him a $20 PSN card in turn. It was just ridiculous. I should have got tracking on it. It's my own fault, in a sense. Here's Metal Gear Solid 4. Speaking of cinematics, this game is very, very story intensive. It can be very convoluted if you don't know what's going on, or if you don't if you have attention span of a titmouse, don't buy that game. But it's a very riveting, awesome game, in my opinion. Okay, then see, I'm not seeing. We've got Uncharted 3 here. I like the second one better. I haven't really played the multiplayer much. It's good. I think it's worth the money. And Resistance 3, I think it's a very underrated FPS. Even if you play the single player alone, it's well worth it. I think you can get it for 20 or 30 bucks now. There's Infamous 2, very action orientated. Seems like an anti-hero type. You get all sorts of different powers, and you can play any way you want. You can play good and or evil. Heavy Rain. This is like, they say, kind of like an interactive movie. I kind of beg to differ in a sense. I think it's much more than that. I think it's art. I know there's a lot of naysayers. Don't think games are art. I think some games can translate very well into an art form. I think this game is one of them. Heavy Rain. That's my opinion. Same with games like Flower and Journey. I think those are a very good representation of game as art. So we'll go further down the list. MLB 12 the show. I'm a sports buff. Haven't really played this game. My Blue Jays have acquired some pretty good players. So I might get back into this, and I should, because why spend $40 on a game that will sit there and collect dust? And the bottom is God of War Saga. That's God of War 1, 2, 3, and Chains of Olympus and Ghosts of Sparta, I believe it's called. And they're all done in HD, but the cutscenes are not done in HD from 2 on back. But it's pretty well done. If you haven't got any of the God of War games, haven't played them, definitely go that. Even if you have 3, go buy it. It's like 40 bucks. Not a big deal. But here is my collection, and yeah, it's getting there. But I'm going to cut down on some of these games. I got Dishonored. Someone's going to pick that up on Tuesday. I got that sold. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.